Welcome in everybody to round 6 of ENSCAR tonight. We are live from Circuit of the Americas, and joining me in the comms box tonight, again after a successful week last week, Carl Needler. Welcome back, mate.
Thank you. Welcome in viewers and race fans. Good to have you back for another week of ENSCAR here on Wednesday night at Circuit of the Americas. It's going to be good. So thank you for having me, Brad.
No dramas there. Well, huge night tonight. Of course, the NASCARs, we don't really see them often turn right, but tonight's the night for us to see it all unfold. Believe it or not, it's going to be a drivers trying to create some miracles, and well, should be interesting scenes. I think for me tonight, hot favourite tonight is going to be Ewan Baker straight out of the box. I don't know about you, Carl, but he's my odds-on favourite.
Yeah, he's definitely the odds-on favourite. I picked him last week at Atlanta. I'm going to stick with him again this week. I even after the interview, I did say, let's hopefully see you on the top step next week. So he is probably the odds-on favourite. I'm going to put my money there, but I'm just going to have a little bit of a caveat. I'm going to throw in two other guys there. I'm hoping I can call a podium. I'm going to throw in Dylan Jordan and Carl Sampson into that mix. Two very, very capable road racers. So won't be surprised to see a KSR top three on the podium in the interview room tonight.
Yeah, well, it's certainly a decent field tonight. Looks like we've got over 20 cars turned up for this one, so it's a good sign. Of course, some drivers opting to use this as their drop week tonight. Obviously, some of them just couldn't come to grips going two directions, I guess. It is what it is.
Yes, that's probably not a silly move, to be fair. I mean, if it's not your strength, just take the risk and use it as a drop round and sit out, and hopefully they're tuning in to watch the stream.
Yeah, too right. Looks like we got 26 at the service, so that's it's decent numbers.
Yeah, it's going to be there's decent numbers. It's going to be a good race. It's probably going to be a bit of a spread in terms of drivers and lap times. So we will see the field spread out, and you'll have sort of everyone will find their feet in their own little pack and have good racing amongst their own little packs respectively.
Yeah, well, no full course yellows tonight. Of course, the what do you call them? Circuit races, I guess. Only local yellows, so I guess we can look forward to a green flag race start to finish.
Yeah, well, I'm still hoping to hear the big eruption from Brad on the other side of the comms box here when we see a big pile up somewhere into turn one.
Well, surely. Let's hoping anyway. We've no doubt that I don't know who tuned in on Monday morning to watch the race, but man, that turn one there took some casualties, that's for sure. Plenty of cars spun round at the actual NASCAR race. So,
yeah.
How good of a
job did Tyler Reddick do there to hold off? I think there was a couple of late race restarts there, and he sort of had to spend them off a couple of times. That was a pretty good watch on a Monday morning.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he's certainly done a top job. Of course, one of the some say legends of NASCAR, Kyle Busch, certainly putting pressure on there, starting beside him on several restarts, because I don't know how many yellows we had towards the end there. There was plenty, but yeah, we won't see that tonight, thankfully. It should be I don't know what it'd take for these guys under caution, but yeah, it'd be a hell of a lap, I'd say. Probably 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, wouldn't be fun. Wouldn't be fun just pacing around here for a couple of laps till you get yourself sorted out.
As we jump on board here with what's my favourite for tonight, Ewan Baker, and you want to lead us through a bit of a lap around COTA there, Carl?
Yeah, I'll try my best. Obviously Ewan's a good road racer. He's probably going to do a good job with this and hopefully make my life easy and not go off track anywhere, but sort of heading through this section, obviously a flowing section of the track here with these sort of S's need some quite good rhythm. As you see, what Ewan's doing a good job of this. Easy to sort of get out of rhythm and lose a lot of time there, and you know, you're going to see a lot of the opportunities coming into to pass into some of these bigger braking zones. You're going to see one at the end of this straight here. So you know, this will be one of the spots to keep a watch out for tonight, to see some late race dives into this hairpin here. You know, tight hairpin, big braking, leading on to a nice long stretch. So you're going to really want to maximise your exit here and get a good run on the car in front of you, or even the car you're defending. So you get a big long straightaway down here into another good passing opportunity, possibly under brakes. You know, these cars aren't typically built to go around this track, so passing opportunities tonight are going to be quite sort of limited. You know, into a bit of another sort of carousel rhythm section here is quite a slow part of the track. Really want to hit your apex on these corners and do a good job of not making the mistakes here, as you see what Ewan's doing. Nice and tight, and sort of getting near to the end of the lap, and he's done a pretty good job here. So that's mostly a lap of COTA on board with Ewan. Hopefully he's not going to have to do too much passing out front tonight. Possibly only lap traffic. Yeah, he's really tidy here. The other part is this corner here. You know, watch for some late race moves. Some guys really trying to make a last ditch effort to gain a spot, or even get on the top step of the podium into that last corner there. So yeah.
Oh, he's even backed off towards the end of that lap there, so but I can tell you now, he's still settled on pole position. He is still your fastest out there. So that was that there was a perfect example, I guess, of what you should do today here at COTA. That was a brilliant lap.
It was very tidy in the end there. Made my job easy trying to call that.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, definitely. She would have been a bit rough if he went off track. Of course, the track limits, I think, are a lot different to actual real life around here, I believe. There's not as much leniency in iRacing as there is in real life. So.
No, you're spot on there, Brad. You know, obviously, it's quite hard for them to adjust the track limits for these cars, and it's going to be testing tonight because, you know, like I said before, these cars aren't really made to go around here naturally, so these guys are going to have to stick within the track limits as best as they can. It's going to be quite tight and testing, but someone's going to do it well tonight, and someone's going to be on the top step, so we'll see who that is, and hopefully in an hour's time.
I can tell you so far, it is a KSR top 3 so far qualifying. Ewan Baker, the fastest so far, with Matt Pluck in P2. And then Ben Doherty, he's currently sitting P3 with Dan Hedderscheid in P4. Then we go back to another driver you spoke about, Dylan Jordan. He's sitting in P5, so they're all there or thereabouts. Toby Stent as well, sitting in P6, so no doubt it's going to be a tough battle between some of these top drivers in this race.
Yeah, it is, and you know, like you could probably throw a blanket. I mean, in my opinion, Ewan's going to run away with this, and you could probably throw a blanket over anywhere from 2nd to 6th, which is going to be good to see. There's going to be some tight racing, so yeah, exciting times ahead.
So we spoke to Ewan after the race last week, and he said nothing but a podium would do him tonight. So the night started out well. He's on pole currently, and he's certainly looking to start the way he wants to. So it's going to be an interesting race, and of course I think these drivers are going to have to come in for a pit stop at some stage, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, they will have to come in for a pit stop, and sort of, I guess when they decide to do that, and what that looks like could mean a few different things. You know, some guys may opt to come in a little bit earlier, maybe a lap or two earlier than someone they're battling with possibly, and try and get some clear air and try and do a sort of an overcut or an undercut and try and pass them through that pit cycle. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out, or what goes on there. I mean, I don't think tyres are going to be necessary tonight, so some guys may opt for tyres and see where we go from there, but we'll all just see how that unfolds, and we'll bring that all to you live.
Well, here we go. I tell you, that's qualifying done, and it's everyone's favourite time of the week course. The Jets will get them in the air, folks. Stand by.
God defenders here.
Drivers, start your engines!
There it is. And it is almost go time here. Oh, I'm hoping that we can pick up all the drivers tonight. Yeah, early signs are looking good.
Yeah, I just want to chuck in there and say that, you know, like the start's probably not going to be easy for those guys on the front row. You know, leading into turn one there, someone could pinch a brake, and you know, that's got to be in the back of your mind leading into turn one. So, you know, Ewan and Matt are probably going to have to do a good job of getting off cleanly and try and getting a gap so they can get through turn one nice and clean.
They're all lined up, sitting behind the pace cars. This mean that doesn't look like a whole lap, eh? We're not going to lap.
No, this will be a short parade lap, this one.
Okay. So yeah, it's a good start. 28 laps tonight. It doesn't seem like much, but when you're talking over 2 minutes a lap, I mean, it's still, you're looking at an hour race distance. It's a big ask on some of these drivers. A long time to concentrate, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, when you think about it, there's no yellow, so it's 28 laps of constant concentration, and you know, you can't really sort of lose that focus, because you know, one mistake and you know, you could drop back and the race is over basically. So you know, concentration for 60 minutes is going to be crucial here.
It certainly is, and it's great signs early. It looks like we're going to pick up every single car tonight, so it's going to be on for a winner. It's going to be a great stream, I'm telling you. Share it out, everyone. Hit that share button. Let them know it's round 6 of ENSCAR. We're about to get underway. And for some reason it's saying cars have crashed already. You got to be joking me.
No, who can't hold their line?
It looks like everyone's okay, so we're going to be alright.
Rightio, Brad. Do the honours, mate. Get us ready to go on the start, would you?
Okay, pace car, the lights are out. Ewan Baker out of P1. Matt Pluck out of P2. It's a KSR front row. We are about to get underway here at the Circuit of Americas. What a name it is and what a track. Iconic in America. And these boys are about to learn how to go right as well. We're about to get underway. It's Toby Stead buried a bit back in the pack, but he is currently your points leader in the overall scheme. Here we go around the last corner. They're side by side. It's in the starter's hands. We're about to go racing. Week 6, ENSCAR.
Green flag.
Underway. Green flags in the air. It's a great start. Ben Doherty's all over the back of Baker. What's going to happen? Turn 1. They're spread all over the track. Look out. I tell you, a bit of a sideways there.
There's a bit of action back there, Brad. Look at that.
Looks like Cam James, he's come unstuck. Robert Northway, he could have been involved in that one. Will stay live for now. Try and see what happens.
Doherty's off to a flyer.
Certainly is a great start. Good Baker. It's dropped back. Matt Pluck. Here's your race leader.
Beg your pardon, Matt Pluck.
Yeah, Matt Black Doherty's actually lost a few spots, so...
Oh, big
there's
move there from Partridge in the background.
Yeah, big dive there. Partridge, can he get it done? He's looking up the inside of Hermanson. Toby Stent's in there as well.
Oh, it's very good driving there from those fellas, keeping those cars off each other. Kudos to them.
Looks like Cam James is... he's come unstuck. It's coming up, he's come unstuck a couple of times now. I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, side by side here into this turn too, folks. Look at this.
Oh, he's cooked it. 264 Sharpland.
Oh, Doherty's off.
Doherty, he's having a start to forget. He's locked the brakes there again. Doherty, he started P3 and he's already dropped back to P8, so... oh, and again, another lock. Partridge, oh he's made contact, Hermanson. It's all going pear-shaped. Sharpland's gone. Oh, he's around in front of the field.
Oh, take a look at that, folks.
There is absolute carnage. It's going off early here at COTA. Oh boy. Looks like Westbury's come unstuck as well. We'll see if we can see what's happened. What's gone on here with Westbury? We've got a report of him crashing. Oh, he's just running a bit hot, gone wide.
Got a bit ambitious under braking there, Brad, didn't he?
He certainly did. As we pick up here what's happened to Ben Doherty. We saw it, Partridge. He had a big dive. Oh, and he cuts his nose off, almost turns him around, and it's just a log jam from there. Oh, turns Sharpland. Oh, everyone does well to avoid that. Oh, and I tell ya, she is all going on early stages here at COTA. In the meantime, Matt Plucky's still leading it out, but Baker chasing him down now. He's going to have a crack here, surely.
You have to. At least show the nose. And he is. Look at this, Brad. Look at this.
Oh, big dive. Can he pull it up? He's done a great job. Headershide. He's looking to take advantage as well. What a
There's an outstanding
start.
start from Headershide here, Brad. Not surprised given his V8 driving background here as well. So he'll want to capitalise on this start, make the most of it. Oh, look, he's going for a move down the inside here too now.
Yeah, big dive on Black. He's showing it early. He's not going to let Baker escape. No one's got to keep the pressure on.
Oh, it's a beautiful pass there.
Nice and clean, defends it into the next corner. Got to hold him out. It's a great job from Headershide. Another driver, Dylan Jordan back there now in P4. Steady progress out of the mighty Waikato. Slowly railing in.
Scenes unfold in 2 laps here. Still got 26 laps to go, Brad.
Oh, mate, it's been all on early. There's been plenty to talk about. Well, early favourite, Ewan Baker. He's certainly out now, showing the way. Headershide and Matt Pluck, they resume the battle for second and third. Matt Pluck, he's not going to give this one up. A beautifully presented Speed Nation sponsored KSR car. The beautiful thing, that gold fern down the side.
You reckon Ewan Baker just waved at them as he went by and then just drives off into the sunset?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said, "Hey fellas, I'll see you at the finish line."
Love yous and leave yous. I'm out of here.
Not to put the curse on him, but yeah. Nonetheless, these guys, they're all starting to spread out now, the top 5. You pick up Toby Stent now, coming through that fast section of the track. Currently sitting P5, he's moved up 1 spot. One of the big movers currently at the moment. So we pick up a bit of a battle pack going on. It's Robert Northway getting amongst it. Cheers for the follow. In the thick of it with Hayden Kirk, another KSR car. It's KSR cars everywhere tonight, I tell you. Dominating the lineup so far. Providing the goods. This is a great battle pack. It's Paul Stewart.
There from Kirky.
Yeah, great job from Stewart. Lets him go.
Yeah, that's a good piece of driving there too, Brad. If you know if you know that someone's quicker than you, and you know sometimes holding them up or trying to defend and defending their inevitables never really a good option. You know, sort of just surrender and let the faster guy go and just get on with your own work and you know do a good job and just finish the race.
Yeah, ultimately it saves you time in the long run as well. There's no point in trying to defend a spot for laps. Let them go, get on with their race. This weekend, I can tell you what, mate. Wayne is going to be happy to hear this. Out of Auckland in New Zealand, Wayne Van Biljon, part of the BSK crew, doing a great job at the moment. Top 10, currently sitting P9. Tell you what, he wasn't happy the other week when we called him Australian, but you know, we called it out all start of the season. Sort your driver profile out, we can call it.
Yeah, that's a bit like kissing your sister when you're when you live in New Zealand and get called an Aussie. It's never a nice thing.
Yeah, it's not too good, is it? It looks like I think most of the field's almost sorted it out. I think minus the fast lane racing guys, they're all out of Australia tonight. So representing the Australian flag tonight, fast lane racing.
I don't know if you caught that there, Brad, just on that shot of Wayne. Going into those heavy braking sections, you could actually see how much heat was getting transferred to those rotors and how much braking they're actually having to do and how heavy they're actually applying the brakes to these things. It's quite fascinating.
Yeah, it's bloody awesome to see it, that's for sure, because you don't get this on the ovals, that's for sure, the heavy braking. It'll be interesting to see how the brakes feel after 28 laps around here. I bet they're a bit spongy on it, that's for sure. You can see a big Partridge almost had a dive there, but couldn't quite get it done. Of course, chasing Mandela Pluck out of KSR.
Yeah, Partridge is no slouch in his own right. He's quite good on the ovals. He did run the Indy League we had going, and he was very competitive there. Had good pace, so no surprise to see him, you know, pretty handy on a circuit track as well.
Guys, they're starting to spread out well and truly now as we pick up our early. Well, he started out at P3 and he's dropped back to P11, but he's looks like he's trying to sort some sort of fight back now. Ben Doherty.
Can't imagine these passes will be made too easy for him either. He'll be made to work for these ones, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, Hayden Kirk sitting in front of him. Another one flying the Australian flag. I don't think he really cared, to be fair, but yeah, Kiwi Sim Racing flying the Australian flag, and one of the drivers tonight, or two of them, in fact. Mandela Pluck as well.
Wayne will be pretty chuffed with the start here. He's sitting in 10th, so he should be pretty happy with that start. Also coming from a bit of a V8 supercar background. You know, in his earlier days before coming to the NASCAR scene. Always we see a bit of a front brake lock up there. Made a bit of a mistake there, and Doherty and Hayden Kirk get underneath him and just make that easy pass there.
Take advantage. You spoke about it earlier, sort of a minor mistake that cost you big time. We saw it there. Bit of a locked brake, it pushed it wide and lost 2 positions there for Wayne, so he'll look to regather.
The hard thing with that mistake too, sorry Brad, the hard thing with that mistake there is it's gonna take you a good number of laps to sort of set up the pass there, and you know, as we see, just one small lapse in judgment and a little bit of an error like that can just be a huge cost there. So hopefully he can get the ship steadied and make that pass back and get inside the top 10.
So far we're only 4 laps in. These laps are super long here at COTA. Ewan Baker, comfortable at the moment. He's your race leader from Heddershide.
Yeah, Heddershide's not giving us up though. He's there or thereabouts. One mistake from Ewan and Heddershide and Pluck will just cruise on by him.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely not all over, and no doubt at some stage these drivers are going to come across a bit of lap traffic. As we can see here on your screen now, Julian Westbury, part of the THD Bash Bros, currently
Well, big lock up.
at the rear of the field, but he's just hoping to finish tonight, to be fair, and you know, full effort for him turning up, big commitment.
You got to give these guys 10 points for, you know, coming and trying to tame the beast tonight, because it's definitely not easy. So kudos to some of these guys having a crack.
Yeah, definitely. We know, you know, these things aren't the easiest things to drive on a oval at times, let alone throwing them on a road circuit. So, or yeah, permanent circuit. So yeah, full big ups to all these guys out there giving it a crack. That's for sure. Big up his teammate there, Jordan Smith, and I tell you what, get a load of that profile picture. How good is it? Like, get amongst that.
Is that just your SDK, or has something happened to you and Baker, or header shot up front?
At a guess, it's definitely just my SDK having a bit of a spaz. Yeah, I'm picking it back up as leading it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we just missed some absolute scenes up front.
Yeah, there we go. We get back to the leader. There it
Now
is.
there he is, driving off into the sunset.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll just be probably be the last car of the race. It's probably because you're in there.
Yeah, blame me.
You were in there. Have you left?
No.
It's just not picking you up anymore.
No, I'm definitely sitting up in the comms box again this week. It's the place to be this week, Brad. I'll give you the tip. I attempted one lap before we went live, and I didn't even get one lap in, and just thought, nah, park it up and let these boys do it tonight. I don't envy them one bit.
Yeah, they are a whole new story for the NASCAR scene, that's for sure. We've seen them go over racing plenty of times, and then throw in some right turns as well. And interesting scenes as we go up in the chopper at the moment, following Matt Clark. It's a great scene from high above.
It'll give you some good context to how this lead pack's spreading out too. So Hedershide's now got a bit of a comfy gap, so gives him the opportunity just to focus up and eyes forward and hopefully apply some pressure to Ewan at some point and maybe look for force a mistake and make the pass for the lead. None of these dodgy sites you were searching up earlier, was it, Brad?
Mate, safe as. Just seeing if I can pick up the, bring up this track map.
Getting very fancy here at THD on the one.
Yeah. I don't want to stuff it up, so we might just leave it.
No, if she ain't broke, mate, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So we've still got 22 laps to go with this. How are we going to fill this in, Brad? Oh, there we go. Track map's up.
We got it sorted. You can see how far the field is spread out there, certainly, and you can see it on your screen. We're going to be in amongst the old lap traffic in no time. Go back to you and Baker. See if see what this is going to do. It's going to be a pretty good shot if we can get it working. Oh, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's sort of that front pack has spread out, and then you're going to see a pack of cars there, like you can see on your screen, that are sort of bunched up. But there's going to be some really good racing amongst that too. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens when these leaders get to lap traffic and how that impacts the race. If there's, you know, if Ewan gets held up by a lap car or whatever, and Dan might get the opportunity to close that gap and force a mistake or make a pass, it's going to be very interesting.
We haven't seen much of them so far. Out of Christchurch, New Zealand in the 727 Chevy powered. KSR Speed Nation sponsored car. He's doing a great job, currently sitting at P7. And
Yeah,
Dylan
looking-
Pluck sitting just in front of him, plenty of pressure there, big dive.
Looks like he's trying to force a mistake there on Mandela. Carl's a very good road racer in his own right too. He's got a lot of natural pace.
Let's drop back here, we check out this battle pack here. Too much going on. Robert Northway, another driver out of Christchurch. Bit of a rough start. He's up 7 spots though, so
I think Christian Hermanson's made that pass on Wayne too. Just there, Brad. I've just noticed that as he's gone through that rhythm section. Wayne was ahead of him a few laps ago.
Well, there you go, you can see it. Certainly sitting in front of him now. We're just picking up that. So we've had a couple of mistakes further back in the field here. Westbury, we'll see what's happened to him here. Looks like Justin Allen in behind. Well, he's just magic tricked us and totally disappeared. So, oh, big lockup. It's not good. We'll see what's.
No, he's going to be hurting those front tyres. You don't want to be doing that.
See what's happened here to Luke Hunter. Big dive here on the 422. Oh, big moment, big slide, gathers it up.
Oh, that could be costly. Backing on the track like that, you wouldn't want to be doing that in front of some cars.
Yeah, well, big moment there for Hunter.
Back on his way.
It's always going to happen, some big moments. It's 21 to go. Ewan Baker still leading the way. Getting a bit of a gap now on Heddershine, so spreading back, and I can tell you now, it looks like Matt Pluck, he's starting to fall back into the clutches of Dylan Jordan and Toby Stan.
Yeah, he's going to be put under pressure now from Dylan and Toby. Be interesting to see what happens when Dylan gets to his bumper, if they have a bit of a fight, or if Matt just sort of lets him on by a bit easier and defends that position a bit harder for Toby and make his life a bit harder to get past, and maybe Dylan sort of just drives away and makes a bit of a gap there.
Playing now on my screen, it looks like Ben Doherty, he's just coming to pit lane for some reason, so it's
could be doing a bit of an undercut there Brad, and coming in early and sort of coming in and topping up to get home from there. But yeah, in terms of pit strategy, you might see some guys cycling through the pits in the next sort of 5, 7 laps or something like that.
So, certainly looks like he has stopped because he's fallen back a bit now, so it's flashed up on my SDK that he stopped. Carl Sampson looks like he's come unstuck now. Let's see what's happened to him here. He's chasing down Mandela Pluck, in fact.
Oh, showing the nose here.
Big dive. Has it gone all wrong? Oh, he's locked it up. So
Did well not to make contact though, Brad.
yeah, done a great job there. And in the meantime, it looks like Christian Hermanson now, has he come unstuck? Oh, he's gone straight ahead there. We've seen it. So some of these drivers now, they'll be starting to get a few penalties against their name.
He's opened the door for Robert Northway there now. He's under a lot of pressure from Robert and Wayne.
Let's go back to that back. Oh, no, Northway's got it wrong now. So Hermanson goes past. Wayne Van Bulshon, he's sitting there waiting to pounce as well. So we've seen a few mistakes starting to creep in now into the race.
Ewan Baker's chucking his banana skins out the window, setting traps for everyone.
Too right. Looks like Cam James again, he's gone off track, so he's not having a good time either. So we could see some more drivers starting to make their way down pit lane and serving some penalties perhaps.
Don't be under no illusion here, folks. This is not easy. These guys They're having to put full commitment, full concentration in every lap, and you know it's easy to put a foot wrong and make a mistake. So give these guys a round of applause and a pat on the back when they're done, because they're out there doing war at the moment.
They certainly are. As we jump on board here with Heddershide. Of course, your season 1 champion.
That lap traffic there, and that's real good awareness from that lap car there. Coming up on the leaders, don't really want to affect the race too much. Just pull over, let them go, and slot back in.
Yeah, certainly great job there from Westbury. But then it looks like he's crashed at the very next corner. So.
Oh no! Commentators curse there, Brad. What are we doing?
Not quite sure what's going on. Either that, or he's just gone completely off track just to let them through. So you can see here on board with Heddershide, you can really see how demanding this track is. The corners, the sharp braking, tough on the drivers and the cars.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Heddershide was here a week ago with ENSCAR racing around COTA, so he's probably got a bit of an advantage in that respect. He's done a lot of laps here, so he'll be nice and mistake free and squeaky clean. But after talking to him last week, really looking to get his season kick-started with a couple of good results, and hopefully see him at the pointy end of the field in the weeks coming up.
Yeah, too right. Of course, the drop rounds that certainly shakes up the field when it comes to the end of the season. That is for sure.
This shot here will just, you know, sort of highlight how crucial this part of the track is, just getting the car settled. And you don't want to hit those curbs, because once you make contact with one of those curbs, it just unsettles the car and upsets your rhythm, and it's really hard to get back under control, and you lose a lot of time and a lot of speed. So more lap traffic up front here.
That looks like that's Jordan Smith, I think. It certainly is. So he's still out there battling, doing a great job too. 18 laps to go. These guys, they were 50-50 on even turning up tonight, so...
Yeah, good on them for giving it a crack.
Yeah, definitely. It's Bakers. That may have even been Julian Westbury before again. He's getting put another lap down.
Ooh.
Bit of a magic trick moment there.
Yeah, the Martians come to get him.
Still holding it all together, it's the main thing.
Yeah, that gap looks like it's extending there too. He's sort of slowly driving away from Dan. Just in cruise control here, he can look after the tyres, try and save a bit of fuel to stretch out his fuel run. No doubt we're going to see some cars coming into pit lane very soon and see what some of these pit strategies look like. So it'll be interesting to see who does and doesn't take tyres here tonight. Tyres aren't necessarily needed. It'd be the only reason why you would take tyres is to try and roll the dice and see if you can get a bit of grip to close the gap down and make that pass and either get on the podium or get on the top step of the podium.
Yeah, well, certainly Ewan Baker, he would have targeted this race from the start of the season, and you know, you lock yourself in with the win, don't you, with the ENSCAR basically, so into the all-important chase. So you know, you get it done tonight, and you never know towards the end of the season. Of course, approaching the halfway stage of the season already, so it's flying by.
Yeah, the season is flying by when you think it's midway of the season. It sort of only feels like week 2 or 3.
Yeah, too right. Of course, next week we head to Richmond, I believe, and then we have a bit of a break week, so it's the guys get a bit of a week off, time to gather their thoughts, approach the rest of the season, the second half of the season. Of course, you head towards the chase.
Yeah, no doubt. We sort of head to that sort of short track swing with Richmond, and I believe it is Martinsville. So 2 tracks there that are probably going to be testing. Interesting to see what the racing's like there. Just a new kettle of fish again.
We have we've got a hashtag for Martinsville, and that's we call it Sadensville. So that's certainly a even track, that one.
I don't doubt there'll be a lot of pacing around those tracks in the next
Yeah,
few weeks.
yeah. Nonetheless, this is the, I believe this is the only circuit race of the season, so I think once we get through tonight, the boys will be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, they will. And it, just as we're watching you and here, he's sort of stretching the legs and slowly driving away from Dan, but
As I
looks like we've
change
got a
the
bit of a
camera.
pass. Yeah, we've got a pass here. Robert Northway going in his braking zone here. Try and get the job done side by side.
Looks like on that track map, it looks like things are starting to heat up a bit. Of course, that battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th as well.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's Toby Stent approaching as we watch
Chris
Hermanson. Can he get it done on Northway?
Whoa!
Big dive! Oh, bounces across the curb.
Oh, runs him wide. Robert won't be happy there.
Gets the job done. Oh, big dive from Northway. He's not going to let it go. Runs him wide. Big contact.
And gives him the how's your father there, folks. If he
He
doesn't get you
saves.
teed up, I don't know what does.
A bit more excitement to the race. Rubbin's racing. We love it in the comps box. Great
we
job.
You'd hate to be on the other end of Hermanson's mic on the pit box there. Surely there must be. Northway's gone off.
Big run wide there. Oh, he's coming to the pit lane, is he? He has too.
That's a very unorthodox pit entry.
So well, could that be a penalty? Of course, bit of contact. We saw
Maybe.
it. That may well be a penalty run down pit lane for Northway.
You just want to cycle back to Northway and see if he's actually parked up for a pit stop, Brad.
Yeah, we'll try and pick him up. Things are flicking by pretty quickly on my screen. Oh, he stopped for a stop, so yeah, it looked like the jacks were dropped there, so that looks like a routine pit stop there for Northway. Maybe trying to get himself out of traffic, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like he's splitting the race in half there, and you're right, probably trying to get himself out of that battle to lose time and get in some clear air, put some good lap times in. You're an out lap here after a pit stop and an in lap on your pit strategy are probably two of the most important laps here, I believe. You really want to utilise and make it clean, so mistake free, so you're not losing time and then having to go into pit lane. That can just sort of be a double blow.
Up here to stride now, still currently sitting in P2. Ewan Baker's certainly starting to run away with this one. We go back to Matt Pluck in 3rd. Dylan Jordan, he's still sitting in there in 4th. Toby Stent now looks to be trying to apply a bit of pressure, maybe.
Yeah, he's sort of showing the nose and poking around here and there, just making himself known in Dylan's mirrors.
Ollie
Applying a bit of acid.
Ollie Ford spots it on the car, along with VSK as well.
Oh mate, I think there's about 6 different teams on that car.
Kiwi Sim Racing on the right rear corner as well, so see it there, your defending champion.
Just look at those brakes, they just, you can sort of see him coming into that braking zone. Those calipers are red hot.
Absolutely glowing. Out of Tokyo, Japan.
If he gets on the podium, do you reckon he's going to open some sake and just get stuck into that tonight?
Yeah, surely. It's got to be worth it.
Have to.
Bit of work to do before that happens, though. But certainly wouldn't write him off. He's starting to apply a bit of pressure to the back of Dylan Jordan.
Yeah, he's another one that's run ENSCAR last week, and he'll have plenty of laps and plenty of history around here from last week's race. So, the benefit of that, you know where you can and can't push, and how deep you can run into some of these braking zones. So, no doubt he'll be thereabouts at the end.
Some of these drivers now are starting to get their pit cycles done. I believe now Hermanson, he's just ducked into the pit lane. Just come out now, I think. So
It'll be interesting to see where he unfolds with Northway, though.
Cam James, so just a bit of action, cars passing each other. So we'll try and pick up where Northway is at 14.
He's actually past Hermanson.
Hermanson is currently in P16, so
He's made that pass, and he's got a bit of a margin on him by the looks of that on
yeah.
the track map. So that pit cycle there's sort of paid dividends for Robert. Got himself out of that battle with Hermanson and
Got a bit of
and
clear air.
Yeah, made hay while the sun shines.
Yeah, he has definitely skipped away from those guys. It's Westbury amongst it again. Bit of lap traffic lets everyone go.
Yeah, I rate that. You know, that just shows respect for the other drivers on track, and you know, you just give them the room and let them by, and just get back into your rhythm, and on you go.
Yeah, it's smart driving. We've reached the halfway stage now, so halfway home. We need to talk about tonight. No yellers. It's makes for a lot of talking, that's for sure.
It certainly won't feel like halfway home for these blokes in these cockpits, though, Brad. I'll give you the tip.
Yeah, too right. So it'll be interesting to see when these lead cars look to come into the pit lane.
When do you reckon we're going to see Ewan come in, Brad? What lap is it?
Well, I reckon about 10 to go. 10 to go, you'll probably cycle through.
Rightio.
You reckon he'll get tyres? That's going to be the big question, I think. The big question is, will he take tyres?
I'm going to say he's not going to take tyres, and the reason why I say that is because he's out front, he's got a lot of clear air, he's not having to push, so he's probably doing a good job of looking after those tyres, and he'll stretch them all to the end. No worries at all.
Yeah, certainly he's making it look easy from up here, that's for sure. I can tell you one thing, it'd be nothing but easy inside that car, that's for sure.
No.
There we go, here to Shine. Currently sitting P2. It's look fairly untroubled so far. Doing a great job.
Yeah, I think Dan will be pretty happy with P2 tonight, in all fairness. He's probably, you know, every one of these guys jumps in the car to win every week, but I think he'll be pretty happy with P2 around here, given that, you know, there's a lot of fast guys here, so just chalking up those points for the championship, and we'll see him very strong next week at Richmond. He goes good there.
I tell you what, it looks like Northway's just had a bit of a moment. It's come up as he's gone off track on my screen, so we can see Hermanson, he's certainly closed the gap down to him. He had a big straightaway lead before.
There are some guys getting close to that incident limit too. We've got 3 guys on 20 incident points here, Brad, that being Justin Allen, Julian Westbury and Cam James, all flirting with danger. One contact or a couple more off tracks, and you'll see them come down to salute the ENSCAR judges for a pit lane penalty.
Well, I'm pleased you can see that because I can't pick up the penalty points, so that makes it interesting for sure. So no one has received a drive-through yet for that, or?
No one's received a drive-through yet. The only person who hasn't picked up a penalty point is myself, because I'm sitting up in the comms box.
Hell good.
Yeah.
Perfect night tonight. There we go. Who's that? Looks like that's Westbury. Let's Cam James go. Of course, this year running the Kiwi Sim Racing colours.
I stand corrected. Sorry to interrupt you, Brad. I stand corrected. Matt Pluck also on 0 incident points.
Oh, of course it is. I'll tell you what, that bloke, he's so far he is dominating the points for safety ratings. I saw that earlier on. And of course, him and his teammate Ben Doherty, they're currently leading the points. Of course, they are the defending teams champions. So
Robert Northway must be one of the biggest movers here, Brett. Started 19 up into P12.
I can tell you that. Yeah, we got him up 8 spots, and yeah, not a lot of movement throughout the rest of the field. Luke Hunter up 4 spots. He's going to be your second biggest mover. Make that 5 spots now. So
our biggest loser of the night must be, by the looks of it, Ben Doherty, possibly.
Yeah, Ben Doherty, he's just lost another position on my screen, so he's dropped back 5 spots to P8. And Julian Westbury, he's down 6 to P24, and has he abandoned us, or is he down pit lane, or... Oh, he's just down pit lane at the moment. So is that for exceeding the penalties, or was that just a pit stop?
I would suggest it's just a pit stop. I can quickly have a look at those stats for you.
Of course, Ewan Baker not only racing for a spot in the chase tonight. Of course, he wins this, he locks himself in, but we've got him currently leading the rookie standings by a comfortable 32 points. Of course, he's leading that from Hayden Guptill, who isn't here tonight. And then we go back to Matt Town. I believe he is in the house, currently sitting P19. So Ewan Baker, he's dominating this rookies field, even though it says he's a rookie. He's far from it, yeah?
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Brad. Sorry, just tried to interrupt you there again. Yeah, don't be fooled. Ewan's no rookie. As part of obviously coming new to the series, every newcomer sort of gets put in that rookies category. This is a bit of a, you know, like you do in real life.
Yeah.
In the NASCAR series, but yeah, don't be fooled. Ewan is far from a rookie, as we can see here on this road track here tonight at Circuit of the Americas.
Here we go, Toby Stent now, he's applying the blowtorch. We were just speaking about it before. He's currently leading the championship over Matt Clark. He's currently leading by 22 points, so it's a pretty comfortable position at the moment. They're looking to make a move here on Dylan Jordan.
He's definitely applying that pressure, and you can sort of see Dylan, you know, sort of see him looking in the, you know, obviously looking at the mirrors a wee bit there, a little bit wide on some of the corners. I don't know if that's his natural line, but you know, definitely Toby's sort of stalking him here, probably setting up a move and hopefully chalk one up and then set his sights on Matt Pluck and hopefully get on that podium.
Yeah, I've just got a question in. Is there even a chase this season? I believe there is, isn't there?
No. So no, there's no chase. It's just a
is it just the points throughout the season?
Yeah, just a straight out points race to the through the season there.
And is the chase only next season?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. We did run a chase in the very first season, so if you win and you're in sort of philosophy. But I'm not 100% sure about the chase for next season. They're sort of, you know, the chase is really only useful when you've got, you know, sort of long seasons.
Yeah.
I believe in the you know, I believe in the shorter seasons. They can be a little bit, you know, there's not really that many opportunities. The whole win and you run through sort of 12, 13 races. I don't think it has a full effect on it. Big move here.
Oh, you look at him go.
Yeah. No, but I think, you know, the idea's got to run the whole win and you're in, sort of lock yourself in early in the season, and so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what comes of season 2, 2023.
Yeah, I like it. I love a bit of a chase to the end of the season.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, I get a contract through THD on the mic to carry on and back up on the booth for season 2.
Yeah, 100%. I love the old NASCAR. Let's try and get a few PC upgrades in to make it even better next season. Along with a better mic too, I think.
Yeah, I must say though, like calling the ovals when when you've got a bit of a yellow to dissect a few things, it adds a lot more hype and suspense and drama to the race. When you're having to call a circuit race green flag from go to woe can prove to be a bit of a task.
Yeah, she's a tough job. Trying to come up with things to say, that's for sure. We got 10 to go in this one, but I did mention it earlier. She's a lot of work trying to talk through 28 laps of green flag racing.
I would say it's easier than driving one of these things for 28 laps green flag racing, though.
Yeah, 100%. The only thing with
come up to a bit of lap traffic here too.
Yeah, you can take it away because I'm going to shoot off to the toilet. So.
Well, I'll do my best.
Yeah, mate, you're good. Check it out.
Yeah, as we see Ewan Baker here approaching some lap traffic, so it'll be interesting to see if Caleb Beecroft, doing the right thing there, letting him by. It's good to see. Obviously doesn't want to hold up that pack, but Ewan's got a big enough breathing space here over Dan. Just sort of keep it comfy. Coming down into these big braking zones here. Really minimise the mistakes and lockups and just drive it nice and easy and look after those tyres. I think we're going to be stuck on board Ewan until Brad gets back till we can cycle through some of the action, but it's not a bad thing. Just sit back and relax and watch the man do his business here, folks. Turn up that volume and just appreciate the sound of these beautiful machines. And coming down to the last section here, ticking over 9 laps to go, so hopefully 1 or 2 laps time we might see Ewan sneak into pit lane, get a little dash of fuel and off he goes again. So be interesting to see when that comes, and interesting to see when the guys behind him, if they follow suit or if they make use of magic tricks, absolute magic tricks there. What's going on?
Oh, it's absolutely spazzed out. Everyone's crashed apparently.
Oh hell, I thought the Martians come and got Ewan again.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it's just reported that the whole field has stacked it. I can tell you that
You'd
hasn't
love
happened.
to see that, wouldn't you? That'd make our night exciting.
Yeah, should make an interesting call to the finish, that is for
Look at
sure.
that. Justin doing the right thing there. That's good.
So
Can't ridicule him on stream.
I can tell you, we had a bit of a moment then. This is why I need to get a new mic, because my headset is shocking. And for some reason, we don't have any noise
Well, that's not ideal.
from the cars, so we'll just try and sort that quickly. Don't know why. There we go, we're back.
Hopefully the fans at home have been able to hear us talk some shit for the last 20 laps.
Yeah, no, they definitely have. That has been coming across. Definitely.
So none of these leaders have pit yet, Brad, and I'm going to dread going back and watching that section there when you just ditched me out of the comm box to see how bad my commentary was, because I was trying to piece together, all I could see was you and just trying to put some commentary together. Oh, there's a bit of a move on it's lap traffic, sorry. Dan Heddershire just getting the job done on Caleb Beecroft in the background.
So can these guys make it on 28 laps, or are they definitely going to have to stop?
No, they're definitely going to have to stop.
Yeah, well, he's gone past my guess of 10 to go, so...
Yeah, he's obviously done a good job of, sort of saving the fuel where he can. It's going to be interesting. I did say while you were gone that, you wouldn't be surprised to see him coming in the next couple of laps.
Yeah, surely it's approaching. As we go, 9 laps to go here at COTA. It's good to have everyone here. Hopefully things are coming across nice and clear. Ewan Baker currently flying the Kiwi Sim Racing flag out of Scotland. Doing a pearler job. He's led basically start to finish in this one. Heddershire in second, doing a great job too. But
hopefully our fans haven't had a drop round this week either, Brad, and they're still here with us trucking along.
Yeah, certainly good to have people tuning in tonight. We managed to gain a new follower, so that's a good thing. Of course, if you're watching this on Twitch and you're not following, hit that follow button, turn the notification bell on. You will be notified when we go live. Of course, next Monday we go back. Stock car racing, I believe, in the King of Kings. And it's going to be a great night. Of course, Kiwi Factor bringing the night to us. It's going to be a great night of rollovers, hopefully, that is for sure. Of course, Jamie Yarnmart, one of your ENSCAR drivers, not here tonight, but he took out the first round down at Greymouth, so he'll be looking to go on with that one.
You're talking about stock car racing here, Brad?
Yeah, that's right, on Monday nights. Yep, so of course, tune into that one. That normally kicks off around 7:15. It's always a always good watching stock cars go flying through the air.
not as good as watching them in real life, though, Brad.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. And unfortunately, they don't seem to do too much of that anymore, but nonetheless, we've seen a move here. Toby Stent, he's now sitting in P3, so
Has Dylan Jordan made a...
I would
stop, is he?
say that Matt Pluck and Dylan Jordan, I'd say both of them have stopped because they are a long way now behind Toby Stent.
Stent will just be trying to put his eyes forward and, you know, really maximise on sort of a bit of track position. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see him dip into pit lane, trying to get out of the way of Caleb Beecroft here and not get held up. But he'd be really wanting to maximise that opportunity and stretch the legs and hopefully make that pass through pit lane and get back out in front of them.
Yeah, it certainly looks like most of the field have stopped now, minus your top three, because Ewan Baker, he's still going out there.
Here he comes, as predicted.
So Toby Stent, and now Matt Clark. We're looking to get that position back. Dylan Jordan, did he? It looks like he's dropped into. Oh, he's already stopped. Sorry. So
This is going to be close here, Brad. This is going to be very close.
you can see it here on your screen. The new tyres, if he stopped for tyres, have they helped?
Whereabouts is Stent in pit lane?
Looks like we'll try and pick him up. Find him amongst all the carnage. He's just coming out of pit lane. This is going to be a huge race. Pluck hot on his tail on cold tyres. Can he get it done?
Stent hasn't taken tyres here, folks. He's leapfrogged them.
Oh, so he has to be on warm tyres. So that's been a big stop.
This is going to be an absolute cracker of 7 laps to go here.
So, a bit of a slide there from Stent. Big pressure from Pluck.
He's going to make this Camry as wide as possible. And I know for a fact that Toby, he's a very cool...
Again! Oh, he looked like he had a big dive, backed out of it.
Toby's a very cool, calm, collected driver and, you know, doesn't often make mistakes, and I don't really want to put the mockers on him, and I hope I don't, but he's going to be very hard to pass from here. So Pluck's going to have to either make a really good move and set him up, because if Stent doesn't make a mistake, it's, you know, he's going to be very hard to pass him.
Now
He might just take the top, that third step of the podium there, Brad.
That's very interesting, seeing him jump him in the pit stop there, so he stopped a lap later.
Not taking tyres. He's definitely not taking tyres.
Another dive here from Clark. Oh, gets close, can't quite do it, not close enough. Plenty of pressure now on the back of the 189 of Stent. A bit of a moment there for Clark.
This is going to be the battle to watch to the end, because he's, you know, Ewan's sort of just driven off in the distance, so this is where the action is, folks. Buckle up with 6 laps to go.
Certainly is. Oh, big slide there again.
They love their drifting in Tokyo, but not here at COTA. Oh, he's magic tricks.
Go on board with Stent.
Oh no. Oh, he's gone on board. That's just an absolute hashtag for him.
He's still there.
He's gonna be. There's gonna be a bit of sweat coming off that forehead tonight.
This dive into turn 1's going to be interesting from Pluck's perspective.
Oh,
he shows his nose.
No,
puts it back in line, so he's not this time. Oh, a bit of a moment from Stent though.
Oh, this is getting me excited here, Brad. I'm getting very excited about this. This is the end of the race we wanted to see. It's a shame it's not for the lead, but nonetheless, it's just as good.
This is 6 to go. Ewan Baker still out front, doing it comfortably. From Dan Heddershide, currently sitting P2.
Pluck's trying hard.
This is your race right here in front of you, the final spot on the podium. And of course, the battle for the lead of the championship, it's coming down to these two at the moment.
Pluck will be throwing the kitchen sink at this, and you can see that using all of the track and just trying to apply that blowtorch to the back of Stent. Problem when you start pushing this hard, Brad, is when you start making mistakes.
And the tyres start hurting.
Oh yeah, they'll be screaming out for dear life.
Oh, I can tell you now, it looks like Ewan Baker, he's amongst a fair bit of lap traffic at the moment.
Still yet to pit, so this is also going to be quite interesting.
Yeah, it's Dan Ederscheid, he's still there or thereabouts, but Toby Stenham P3, of course, one of the first cars in line that has stopped. Surely Baker, he can't be far away, or is he just going to try and nurse it home, save the fuel?
I'll be surprised if he gets it home, but I can tell you Matt Pluck is still on 0 incident points. Now folks, that is an absolute feat. 6 laps to go, not an off track. Oh, who's that in the fence?
Is that Justin Allen? It looks like it
Looks
is.
like it. Looks like it. Yeah, no incident points with 5 to go is an absolute feat. So, you know, if he gets it home with not an off track, put your hands together for the man.
Great job there from the lap cars, letting Ewan Baker go past Matt Towney. Says, "Where you go, mate? She's all yours." Makes it nice and easy.
What sort of piss do they drink in Scotland?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, we'll soon find out when Ewan Baker starts throwing around on the top step of the podium.
Yeah, too right. You can see it here, head aside.
Getting all sorts of handbrakes in front here from Beecroft.
Looking to get through. Can he get it done? Let some go.
Out of Fielding, New Zealand. Down in the Manawatu.
Mighty Manawatu, Dan Ederscheid. The Lone Ranger 2 tonight by the looks of things. No Brody Scott in the field.
No Brody Scott.
No Simon Ederscheid either, so we have 5 to go now.
I'll be surprised if these guys can get home on a tank. They'll be running these things absolutely dry and pitting last minute by the looks of it. Of course, you know, you run it dry, less fuel to put in, shorter stop, less fuel to carry in the car. Hopefully, be a little bit more nimble, a little bit quicker on the track.
Have 5 to go. Surely he's got to stop. All those other guys wouldn't have stopped for no reason.
Baker's in this lap, I reckon.
The 43. Kiwi Sim Racing. Ewan Baker, when's it going to be? It's got to be a pit stop soon, surely. Will we look this time and dive down pit lane, maybe?
No,
he stays out again.
Tell you what, Brad, if I call that every lap, I'll get it right eventually.
Yeah, sooner or later.
What does Ederscheid do?
He stays out too.
Now? He stays out too. Is he just mirroring Baker here and just happy to take P2?
And then to Dylan Jordan, another driver that hasn't stopped yet, but Toby Stent. He's fast approaching it by the looks in the background. Well, I don't think Dylan has anyway.
No, I don't think Dylan stopped. I mean, if a lot of these guys, Toby's stopping, and a lot of these other guys are stopping, especially the likes of Matt Pluck and Toby, they would have done their homework and a lot of practice this week and figured out their fuel number. And if those guys are stopping, it's obvious that you do need to make it stop. So they'll be running it to the bitter end. These guys up front.
Been a great fight back here from Ben Doherty. We saw plenty of trouble early in the race. Started out at P3, and I think at one stage he dropped right back to about P12. Currently, he's fought back to P6 now, so great job. I can tell you, these guys are the likes of Smith and Westbury and Hunter still out there getting it done, doing a great job. Justin Allen's just flashed up that he's had a bit of a moment out there.
What about, speaking of Justin, what about his teammate Wayne? How's he faring tonight?
Try and pick him up. He's currently sitting P12 at the moment.
He won't be too unhappy with that. But if you'd said, we'll give you a P12, park it up and don't bother racing, I think he would have snapped that up and just sat in the grandstand and had a couple of hot chips and probably a fizzy drink of some sort, I would have guessed.
You're right, we can see Hayden Kirk here. Is he going to apply the pressure late in the race here, try and get another spot?
Looks like it. 4 laps to go. I reckon we're going to get proven wrong here, Brad. They might get home on this.
Could do it, maybe. Pick up Ewan Baker, and he's going to go by another lap. And
Wow.
make it 3 to go, or 2 to go this time by.
They're going to make us look like fools.
No, 3 to go. SDK's called it early. So he stays out. You can see now Heddershide looks like he's getting amongst a bit of lap traffic. It's Matt Town, lets him go. Thanks for coming. See you later. He's out of here.
Are we going to see someone run out of fuel?
Oh, mate, how much of a twist would that throw at it?
Oh, that'll be an absolute scene.
Surely Heddershide, he would have got a fuel gauge last week. He'll know how far these cars can go.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised. I mean, if you know, given that both Dan and Toby run COTA last week, I'm a bit surprised to see Toby stop and Dan carry on. Like you say, if they would have done their homework and they would have had fuel numbers, so it's interesting.
I think there's Toby Stent. The work to do there past lap traffic. Caleb Beecroft, I believe. Let's him go. Let's Matt Pluck through as well. So great job there.
How unbelievable to see if you'd see those top 3 run out of fuel and Stent takes the win.
Oh mate, should definitely be seen. We can see Matt Pluck now. Is he going to look to maybe apply a bit of pressure towards the end of the race on Stent? The car looks all sorts out of shape coming out of that corner. Maybe a bit of tyre wear starting to prove its point now.
Yeah, these tyres will be feeling very second hand, the drivers will be feeling second hand, and they'll just be counting these laps down and they won't be able to get out fast enough.
Tell you what, it's great teams championship points again for Ben Doherty and Matt Clark. Another solid finish for both of them.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they're your hot picks for the team's championship this season, Brad.
Yeah, they're starting to absolutely run away with it. As Baker, he's going to stay out again, folks. So 2 to go this time by. And are we going to see him run out of gas, or is he going to crawl this one home?
If he saved enough fuel not to do a stop, give the man a medal.
Yeah, it's been a great job. He looks Jordan Sharplin, I believe, lap traffic now. He's going to put P14 a lap down, so it's been a dominant performance. We called it early. He was definitely the hot favourite coming in tonight. And I can tell you, Dan Heddershide, he's going to be the one who's going to spoil the KSR party at this stage. Currently sitting P2. Doing a great job. He's looking comfortably in P2 as well. Not much traffic around him. We'll go back and pick up Dylan Jordan with Toby Stent just in the background there. I don't know if he can make that sort of ground up with only 2 laps to go, so...
No, he can't, but a mistake from Dylan Jordan will see him relinquish P3.
Can we see the man out of the mighty Waikato get another podium 2 weeks in a row? Of course, last week doing a great job at Atlanta. Coming home on the podium. Mature race winner from last week, Toby Stent. He's got a battle on his hands right now with Matt Pluck just in behind him. It's been a outstanding performance from these guys, and like you were saying earlier, is Matt Pluck still on a 0 times out there?
I believe so.
Just an outstanding effort there.
And to still be that far up in the field and taking that bonus point for a zero incident. Oh, it was a bit loose here from Stent. Taking that 0 incident bonus point out of this race is going to be huge. Being the only person getting that bonus point, effectively finishing. It's like finishing 1 position ahead for free.
2 riders. I don't think it's over yet. He looks like he might have something to say here for Toby Stent. 1 lap to go. The white flag is in the air. Ewan Baker, 1 more time around COTA to get it done for round 6 at ENSCAR. Try and pick him up as he does his final lap. No doubt plenty of time to give the crowd a wave as he goes by.
I just hope he's got enough fuel to do a burnout at the end.
Well, I tell you, it's going to be interesting to have a chat with him and just see how close it was, as we can see now on your screen the field. You guys all laps down, the non-finishers in the field as well. Pretty sure Hermanson's still going out there. Is he absolutely gone? No, he has gone. So
Yeah, all your non-finishers and your non-starter.
So we'll try and get back to Baker now as he negotiates his way. Few corners to go here at COTA.
His leg's that big he could reverse at home, Brad.
Yeah, pretty much. Dominating performance. His header shot, he's just coming out of the hairpin onto the straight, long way back.
Tell you what, that's an absolute drive tonight. To not have to save enough fuel, not to have to do a transit down pit lane. That's a good effort. Very good effort.
Certainly is. Ewan Baker now.
Few corners to go, Brad, and then
Only got about-
he's home and hosed.
Now 4 corners to go, and it's going to be job done.
Chalking his name up in ENSCAR history with a win.
Will definitely be a happy man. Oh, it's gone skywards there. We don't want to see that view. It's no good to anyone.
It's all you and Baker here, though. That's all we want to see.
Here we go, around the final corner now. The 43, Ewan Baker. He's going to be a happy man. He's got to get it done. Round 6, ENSCAR. He's got to get the checkered flag. A dominating performance tonight. We go back to Heddershide. Out of the last corner. He's going to come home. He's going to claim P2 on the podium, and he is pumped about that. Gives the crew a wave as he goes past. And Dylan Jordan out of the mighty Waikato. He's going to round out your podium. Claims the 3rd spot. Great job with Stent home and 4th. We pick up Clark and Ben Doherty. Huge recovery tonight. Comes back to finish P6.
Did we, just want to put that out there, Brad, did we actually possibly even miss their pit stops?
No, I don't think so, because he led from start to finish. We'll get a chat with them, but I'm pretty sure they didn't stop. Pretty sure the top 3. Either that or they had the biggest lead, it didn't matter.
Yeah, these boys playing magic tricks with us in the box.
Here we go, Carl Sampson. He's going to come home P7. A great job tonight. We go back to Mandela Pluck in 8. Brendan Partridge, P9. And rounding out your top 10 when he gets it home, it's going to be Robert Northway. He's moved up 9 positions, so he is your biggest mover tonight. He's going to bring it home in 10th, and of course we saw plenty of drama in the race with him, but nonetheless he's going to bring it home, P10, a great job.
Yeah, it's a solid drive there, you know, 9 spots gained around COTA's a stellar effort, and, you know, like you say, involved in a bit of carnage with Christian Hermanson early in the races there, and to cap it off in top 10, I'm pretty sure he'll be pretty happy with that.
And so you're right, and of course this bloke on your screen, we'll see him come round for the final corner, and this guy, he's going to be one of the very happy drivers to see this race done as a bit of a lock-up into the final turn. But Jordan Smith, he's done a great job tonight to bring it home. There's plenty of chat throughout the week. He was not looking forward to this one, almost pulled the pin. But he's managed to bring it home in P20, and how many incident points?
Who are we looking at there? Jordan Smith. He had 20 incident points for the race, so done a good effort to dodge that drive-through penalty. And I just want to say, quick shout out to all the guys that turned up tonight to take on 28 laps at COTA. It was good effort and well done to everyone.
Yeah, certainly was. Certainly not a easy thing to do, bringing one of these NASCARs home, 28 laps, and yeah, full credit to everyone who turned up tonight and took the challenge on. So looks like we've got our first person to have a yarn to in the waiting in the wing. So you want to take it away, Carl? I'll drag him up. Third place tonight.
We'll give it a crack.
Out of the mighty Waikato, Dylan Jordan.
How's it going, fellas? Nice to
Good,
see
Dylan. There's still a drive from you there, mate. Grabbing P3.
you. Yeah,
You must
I'd
be
like
happy
to-
with that.
I'm stoked with it, yeah. Stoked to come third. I'd like to say I deserved it. I was probably fifth fastest, if I'm being honest, but a little bit of coming together near the end there, which there wasn't much in it, I don't think. But yeah, I'll take the third.
Yeah, it looked like from the comms box here, Brad and I were sort of watching mid-race there. You, Toby, and Matt Pluck were having a good little battle on your hands.
Yeah, I think Matt was the quickest of us at that point. I was just trying to keep up, and then we were kind of double guessing us. I was trying to see what Toby was trying to do, because
Yeah.
Toby's a machine in these things. So
Now the other question I got for you: did you manage to get home without a stop?
no, I stopped. Yeah, I think
Oh.
everyone would have stopped.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so we definitely missed that pit stop then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
'cause
came in a little bit earlier than the other guys.
Yeah, we were under the illusion that we thought Ewan managed to stretch it out for the whole race, and
Nah,
we thought he got stopped free, but
We were taking on about 27-ish litres, I think.
yeah, so still quite a good fuel drop then.
Yeah, no tyres though.
No, you
Oh.
must be stoked. You got anyone you want to thank tonight, mate?
Yeah, just all the guys at KSR and Speed Nation for coming on board and sponsoring the team.
Nice. All
Good stuff. Well, congrats tonight, Dylan. Top job, mate. Of course, flying the Waikato colours for us. So good job
Yeah,
on coming
someone
home,
gotta do it.
P3, mate. Great job.
Cheers, guys.
Yes.
yeah, mate.
Catch you later.
So we go now to P2 tonight. Out of the mighty Manua 2, of course, Dan Heddershide, mate. Great job tonight. You'll be happy with that, won't you?
Yeah, surprisingly I am, to be honest. P2, it's not a win, but I mean, look who's in front of me. He's a hard man to beat on any road course, so yeah. I'm surprised to even be P2, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, of course, you and Baker, masterclass of the road racing, but well, the old NASCARs, mate, we don't see them turn both directions very often, but tonight, great job, P2, sets you up for a, once you get that drop round out of the way, you'd be pretty close to leading the championship now, wouldn't you?
I think I've got a drop round plus DNF at Phoenix, so I need two of them out of the way. So I've got a long way to go. I just need to get some solid results, get a rhythm, and see what I can do, but it's still a long way away.
Yeah, of course. Forget about Phoenix, that nightmare round for a lot of drivers, that one. But nonetheless, a great job tonight. Anyone you wanted to thank, Dan?
Yeah, just shout out to Fully Served and Fully Floored, Autoshore, all the boys. Obviously they couldn't make it tonight and are busy, but yeah, good racing up front. It was pretty clean. Well, I mean, it was pretty lonely, so I guess I wasn't really racing anyone, but it was good at the start with Ewan and Matt and that. So yeah, cheers, and you guys for working on a bloody good broadcast.
Awesome, mate. It's good to see you getting consistent results. And yeah, after COTA tonight, we'll be heading to Richmond next week. Another tough track for some drivers, so interesting times ahead.
Yeah, it'll be all out the window next week, I'd say.
You'll be
might
the
be
beneficiary. You'll be the beneficiary of the ENSCAR race tomorrow night, though, to get a bit of practice in for that, though, won't you, Dan?
Yeah, it's a long way away though. It's tomorrow night, then I've got a week to forget how to drive the track, so because I'll be practicing for next week in ENSCAR. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how we go. It's a short track, so it's easy to know, but anything can happen.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, well, thanks for coming in for a chat, and congrats on second tonight. And no doubt we'll be chatting with you again throughout the season.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Cheers, mate. All right, Carl, you can take this one away, mate. The race winner tonight, representing Kiwi Sim Racing out of Scotland. Great job tonight, Ewan.
Oh, cheers. Yeah. Oh, it's good to finally get that done. I've had that bloody hanging over me since I joined this season. Everyone telling me, oh, yeah, you're going to win this. You're going to win this. Tell you what, the pressure not to fuck it up was pretty immense.
Yeah, you did. In all fairness, though, you did a pretty good job. You made it look fucking easy out there.
It was not easy, to be fair. Like, Daniel was keeping me honest at the start. I tell you what, like, going into turn one, I was so focused on not locking the brakes and just completely blowing the corner. I ended up being so pathetic in there. Gave Pluck the run around the outside and then stuck behind him for a couple of laps, but came good in the end, fortunately. Was
Yeah,
couldn't.
we did see that in the start of the race. I did mention that I said to Brad, look, like these guys out front, we'll probably have it in the back of their mind leading into turn one, just to, you might have eyes in the back of your head from someone locking brakes behind you as well and taking you out. So, you got to have sort of two sets of eyes, one forward, one back.
Yeah, it's pretty hard in these things because even if you do spot someone torpedoing rather towards you, they're not the most nimble things. You can't really get out of the way too easily.
No, so now you must be chuffed to get your first win on ENSCAR, mate. Sort of give you a bit of momentum, a bit of confidence heading into the last half of the season.
Yeah, definitely. I've been slowly working my way forward. I think every race I've done this season, I've progressively finished higher and higher. So, all downhill from here. Sadly, can't go higher than a win. But
No, you did an awesome job tonight, mate, and it was mistake free. It was good to watch, especially from up in the comms box. Is there anyone you want to thank tonight?
yeah, big thanks to Kiwi Sim Racing, sponsor Speed Nation, Inspire.net, Scott Technology. Yeah, great bunch of guys. Love racing with them and having the colours on my car. It's good times all around.
Yeah, awesome.
Too good.
Awesome. Was definitely good to watch tonight, that's for sure. And of course, keeping an eye on the team's championship as well. Dylan, your teammate, coming home P3 tonight, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge set out to the other boys, the KSR Gold team as well, surely.
Absolutely, yeah. We've been clawing our way up slowly but steadily. That's great. Or I think
Yeah.
the pair of us are climbing our way up the leaderboard. So just need to hopefully secure that and look at the Drivers' Championship next.
Yeah, it's too right. I can tell you pretty much, you're getting amongst pretty much everything in your rookie season. You're leading the rookie points, and of course, you and Dylan throwing in the big attack now at the team's championship, and like you say, climbing up the actual ENSCAR ladder as well. It's good to see.
Yeah, just need to get a dub on an oval now.
Yeah, too
Next
right.
challenge.
You weren't far off last week, mate, and heading to Richmond. Have you done many laps there?
No, don't even own the track yet, so that'll be fun to learn. But every short oval I've done, I've felt quite comfortable on. So with a few coming up towards the second half of the season, I'm quietly confident I'll get some decent results.
Yeah, make sure you get those elbows out and don't be afraid to use that front bumper, mate.
Oh, I don't need to tell me twice.
Awesome. Well, cheers for stopping in for a chat tonight, Ewan, and congrats on your win tonight. And yeah, no doubt we'll be chatting to you again throughout the season.
Oh, fingers crossed. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, cheers,
Cheers,
mate.
mate.
Well, that is it from COTA tonight in round 6 of ENSCAR. It's been a privilege. Thanks a lot for coming along again tonight, Carl. Certainly having your knowledge in the comms box, it helps a lot. So, yeah, big shout out to you.
That's my pleasure, Brad. And I guess the other thank you we need to send out there, mate, is to the viewers and the fans and the people that support the stream. So, obviously, it's good to put on a show for you guys. And no, it's just good to be up here and experience ENSCAR from a different point of view. It's been, been the second week. It's been a real good thrill, and it's just exciting. Like I say, it's just a different point of view, and it's just a good buzz, really.
Yeah, it certainly is, and of course it's a bloody tough race to call tonight. Of course, being a road course and no yellows, no time to breathe really. So top job again, and yeah, big shout out to everyone, of course, for joining in. Of course, if you're not following, hit that follow button. And if you're sick of watching ads, hit that sub button. It's only like $8.99 a month or something like that. So $30 ad, $30 for or $8 for 30 days. Sorry, ad free viewing. You can't go wrong.
And folks, if you're still watching, remember, if you want to hear the famous "Don't go anywhere," tune in next week for Richmond.
Yeah, you got to be there. Got to be there for Richmond. It's going to be a cracker race, no doubt. Round 7. And then we go into a bit of a break week. But of course, next Monday, tune in. We go King of Kings racing on R Factor for the stock cars. So it should be a great watch. Until then, have a good one, everyone. And we will see you on the next one.